So today, guys, we're going to be checking out the vendor reset. The base of operation actually has a vendor for us right here. And they have the swap chain, which is the named item that you can get from this vendor. The only item I really saw picking up, personally, I'm gonna actually pick up this optimal range and we'll actually donate it so you guys can see that in a few. You can see I need that 24% optimal range, so I'm gonna actually use that for my recal library. I should have all these a long time ago, but a lot of times I forget. So I'm just gonna pick this up real quick and we have it. Remember, if you wanna pick up 20 of these, you donate them, you can get a proficient for all of you new returning players or people who haven't got everything proficient. And there really wasn't anything else that I saw for sale here, so we're just gonna continue on. So the swap chain, obviously the one. We'll head over to the countdown vendor right here and look what they have. They have the commando, which has marksman rifle, headshot damage, and damage to armor. So if you need this one, remember it's 75 countdown credits. It also has a 6% damage to armor roll that you guys can use for your library, so up to you. Look at these contractor gloves, almost god rolls, weapon damage, damage to armor, and then you can roll critical hit chance on them for the weapon handling, critical hit damage, headshot damage, whatever you really want to roll. But there you guys go. This is one of those pieces that you use in a lot of your meta builds. So yeah, if you guys want to pick this one up, you guys can grab this one this week for 75 credits. Also, if you want to donate it, you need to get 20 of them, donate it, and put it. And then we have the Baker's Dozen. Look at this, another max out 6% damage to armor, but now this one is for the rifles. The first one was for the marksman rifles. So if you guys have been looking for this one, you guys can pick this up. If you're looking for that roll, you can buy this, donate it, and that way you always have that damage to armor that you can roll on other pieces. But yeah, some pretty solid pieces this week. 2 max out attributes, some contractor gloves, definitely some items you guys want to pick up. We're gonna head over to the level 30 clan vendor. And then right here at the level 30 clan vendor, we have the burnout, which actually comes with perfectly on empty. Not a bad talent for this from Moss, but the rolls are a little low. So even if you were to re-roll that swap speed for something else, you have a lot of optimization. But if you've been looking for it from Moss, the named one, burnout, well, this could be something you guys could pick up. They have the Eclipse Protocol knee pads with skill tier, and then you want to max out that status effect, exactly how I would run it. And they also have Eclipse Protocol holster with skill tier and skill damage. I would roll status effects for there. So yeah, 2 pieces I run on my build. So if you guys have been looking for it, I would grab those. If you guys have been looking to build one of those those status effect builds. They also have the Rigger backpack with skill tier, and then you can roll skill damage on this. So if you've been looking to create a build around that. So 3 green pieces that are pretty solid. If we keep going down, you'll notice that we do have an M19 with 15% pistol damage. For you new returning players who need to max out your library, well, this would be a good time to buy this, and then you could donate it and then extract that 15% pistol damage. And then you can use that on any of your other pistols. So another one you guys can grab right there. We keep going down, and I think that was pretty much it. Just want to double check for you guys, make sure I didn't miss anything. They have these gloves, almost maxed out armor for you new returning players who don't have the 170,000. This is pretty good. So this could be a good one that you can pick up. At least use this, especially if you need that armor roll for your gloves. And that's about it right here. We're gonna head over to the theater for our next item. So we just arrived to the theater, and look what we have here. We have the firm handshake for any of you guys who need this to get it proficient. You guys can grab this. You can extract that 15% status effect, so ignore that. But it's decently rolled. I would probably pass on it. Only thing I would use this for if you need to get proficient, use it. They do have an Urban MDR right here with 6% damage to armor for the rifles. We also had the Baker's Dozen, so you guys can pick which one you want, and then you can extract that damage to armor. And then these Fenris knee pads have 10% headshot damage. So if you need that roll for your library, you can extract it from these knee pads and then put it into your library. And that's about it here. Just some pretty good rolls, and then if you need that Sokolov name piece to get it proficient. The next item we're gonna go to is gonna be over at the campus. We're at the theater, and look what the vendor has for us today. The White Death with marksman rifle. It always comes with that 137% headshot damage. You can only get that type of headshot damage on this marksman rifle. You don't get 137% headshot damage on any other marksman rifle. That's what comes on this one. It also has steady handed and reload speed. So not a great one, but if it's your first one, wouldn't be a bad pickup for this week. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, for these named items, don't forget, donate 20 of them to get them proficient, and then that way you don't even have to use them. Now we're gonna head over to DZ West to see what they have. So we just got to DZ West, and this week the named item they have is Harmony. If you guys have been looking for this one, 152 DZ resources. Like I say, I only try to recommend items that are the named items from the DZ vendors because it's a little expensive to buy anything else here. It's not really worth it when you could just use those DZ resources for these named items, a lot of them being DZ exclusives. So we're gonna head over to the DZ South for our next item. We just arrived at DZ South, and they have the Golden Gear backpack, the named backpack, the cookbook with Perfectly Wicked, applying status effects, increase total weapon damage by 18% for 27 seconds. I would actually pass on this unless you really need one to get it proficient. You can put it on a build, but yeah, it's not that great of a roll, but that is the one for this week. We're gonna head over to DZ East and see what they have there. So we arrived to DZ East, and look, we have the Black Friday. This is DZ exclusive. LMG comes perfectly unhinged. If you guys have been looking for this one, well, it's gonna cost you 152 DZ resources. So those are the 3 DZ items you guys can get this week. We're gonna head over to our final 2 vendors at the Haven. So let's fast travel there. So we just arrived to the Haven, and look what we have. We have Roy in front of us. They didn't really have too much at these vendors, but the one I did want to bring up is if you guys are trying to do the Liberty blueprint, you guys been looking for a D50, you can actually buy a couple of these. What I currently do with my Liberty is every time I make one, I deconstruct it, and then I do those missions again, and then I use a D50, a gold one, and then I make it, and then afterwards I deconstruct it for that exotic component. And you can do that over and over and over. But what you need to do is just make sure you stack up on some of these D50s. You can buy a few of these, put them into your library, and then leave them right there. But that's pretty much it here. They did have a 4.7% crit chance mod. Not too great. Nothing I really saw, and Marco didn't really have anything. Remember, we did get that one item though. I did want to go show you guys because I know a lot of you newer returning players, you guys always ask me, how do you do this? Head over to the recalibration station, you go to the library, and then if you look where the green arrows are, that's where you have something new. We click here, it says can be improved. We click here, and then we go down, and then look, optimal range. And then I think it's the last one we need to get. Oh no, we have swap speed, but right here. So we click that, we have that swap chain that we bought, and all we're gonna do is extract it. There we go. And that's all you have to do. Just go to your library, do that over and over until you're fully maxed out, and you can see we're almost completely done. I think I'm missing what, a few talents, one more attribute for SMGs, but there's a bunch in here that I'm probably missing 1 or 2 just because I stopped really paying attention. Once I get my main roles, I stopped really worrying about all the other ones. But yeah, that's it guys. That's all you guys need to know from this vendor reset. You remember the clan vendor here is the same one at the base of operations, so we don't even have to look at it. But that's it. We're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, nothing but skills out.